Howdy y'all, it's your cowboy, Lukael. Welcome to the final episode of Red Dead Redemption. That's right, we have reached the end of our adventure with John Marston. In the last episode, we finally got our hands on Dutch. Dutch yeed his last haw. Although John was not the one to kill him, Dutch kind of jumped to his death from a cliff. And then John was reunited with his wife, with his kid, with his uncle. So everything seems to be good, right? He got exactly what he wanted. Things seem to be going pretty well for John, but I'm guessing something more is going to happen. So I don't really know how long this episode is going to be. Like, my girlfriend told me I had enough for one more episode, but like it might be a very short episode. I guess we'll see. How is this story going to end? I don't know. This game has certainly had its ups and downs, and I know I've had some criticism for the game's like narrative structure and things like that, but I will wait until it's all said and done before I can really judge the thing in its entirety and give my closing thoughts. So, will John get his redemption? Does he even deserve it? So as always, thank you for joining me, and for one last time, let's jump right in. Here we are, home.
Howdy.
Howdy, Abigail. Dear wife of mine. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to continue the family quests just yet. There is one more thing I want to take care of first. Also, another thing that I realized, or rather that my girlfriend pointed out, is this mysterious gentleman that we keep running into, whom I think was either Death or like a personification of John's guilt or something like that. The last time we saw him and he disappeared, it was right here in Beecher's Hope, next to this ranch. Of course, at the time I didn't know this was John's home, like they never mention it until you actually get here. So, seems apropos that he would show up here of all places, right? So before we continue the story, I want to try and finish this side quest, Flowers for a Lady. Billy wants to give his wife a bouquet for their anniversary. I think my guess was that his wife is actually dead, and like he's looking for a bouquet to put on her tombstone or something. And that might still be what it is. I've had a few people tell me that like I should do this quest, and to be fair, it is one of the only quests in the game that doesn't involve killing people. It's only about gathering flowers. Like, it is a bit grindy having to look around for the flowers, and I don't think I have enough right now. So I need wild feverfew, red sage, desert sage. You need 3 of each. So wild feverfew I have 3. Desert sage I have 2. I have no red sage, really? Alright, so we need 3 red sage and 1 desert sage. Because this episode will probably be pretty short, I will make the effort to go and get these flowers so we can finish this side quest. Can a man not set camp in his own... on his own property? Was that a rattlesnake? Oh shit, it is. Careful, John, there's some rattlesnakes on your property. Oh, we can now travel all the way down to Mexico. Interesting. That wasn't the case before. I mean, that's very nice. Show me some damn flowers. Oh, is this what we need? Desert sage, there we go. So just needed 1 of these. And then 3 red sage. Near Rio Bravo. I have a few theories as to what's gonna happen at the end of the game. Either Arthur Morgan will show up, but I only know about Arthur because of the existence of the second game, and like I know he was part of the gang, but I don't think he's ever mentioned in this game. And I don't know why that is. So either he shows up, either, let's see, the government agents come back and like they want to kind of get him back to work for them again, despite their deal being finished. Or maybe some lesser NPC that like we saw just once, like comes back to get revenge, because like John has killed so many people, so it's not at all impossible that someone would come back and want to get revenge on him. That way the game can be like, oh, see, it's the cycle of violence, and like even if you want to quit that life, you can't actually do it. Either that, or he just keeps living his life normally and without any issue, and like, but that wouldn't make for a very interesting ending. Maybe he's going to be plagued by nightmares about like all the bad things he's done, and then he tells his wife, I need to turn myself in because of all the things I've done. Like, I don't deserve my freedom. But like, who would do that? I don't think he's gonna do that.
Please, can you help a lady?
Nope. Because I know this is a trap. And it was. The thing with these flowers is they're pretty rare. Oh. Well, there's some. Alright, that's 3. That should be all we need for the quest. Is the game going to tell me? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, we got 3 of each. Where is this guy? Flowers for a lady. He's at McFarlane's ranch. What do you mean I don't have time to camp? What? Don't have time to camp? What do you mean? That's the first time I'm seeing this message. I beg to differ. I have all the time in the world now. There we go. That was weird. Okay, there's a cougar in the back, but thankfully I'm in my camp, so I don't think it can attack me. I do think the twist is that the wife is dead, though, which is going to be a bit of a bummer, but, you know, if we can help comfort this old man, then that's good with me. Alright, you old fool. Here I am. I kind of wish it was in the middle of the night, though. But maybe I'll camp out here. Thank you for allowing me to camp on your property. Then again, it's the least you can do since I've been gathering all these flowers for you. Here we go. It's a beautiful morning. Perfect morning to surprise this nice man with some flowers. Howdy.
Didn't think I'd see you again.
Here's your flowers, Billy.
Well, thank you. Not many around these parts that help an old man with such a task. Thanks again, stranger.
I'm just built different.
Come on in, have some tea with me and Annabelle. I'm sure she'd love the company.
All right. Maybe just for a minute.
It's my other half, lovely Annabelle.
Much obliged.
This man helped me find these lovely flowers, Annabelle. Not half as lovely as you.
Yeah, no, you don't look a day over 30, ma'am.
Wait, it's the fine air and the good living up here in New Austin that keeps us so young and full of vigor. Annabelle was mentioning she wants to go up to Blackwater, ride one of those newfangled motor cars, huh? No bumpy old horse carriage for my angel.
That's a good idea, Billy. I should get going.
Well, you haven't had your tea. And Annabelle
That's okay.
baked her special blackbird pie.
Did she now?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Billy. I must have forgot. I've got an appointment with Planet Earth.
Oh, don't
Nice
say it
to
like
meet
that.
you, ma'am.
Farewell, John. Stop by any time. Oh, we play bridge on Thursdays.
Will do. You take care now. Bye-bye. Well, kind of predicted that one. Wasn't exactly what I thought. I thought he was just going to gently place these flowers on her tomb, you know. I'll say you did get me with the hair. When I saw the hair, I thought maybe, oh, she's there, but she's like, you know, what do you say, catatonic? Like she's not responsive. That would have been kind of bittersweet. Instead, no, this man is just, he's just crazy. That's okay. That's alright. Anyways, back to our regular story. So this is what you guys wanted me to see, huh? Alright. Well, I'm glad I took so much time to gather these flowers for this corpse. She's fairly well maintained, you know? Considering she must have been there for a while. You'd think John could kind of like smell it before he gets into the hut. You could be like, what's that smell? Well, anyways, that's taken care of. I don't really know what to say about that. Let's just go see our uncle. By sweat and toil. Are we gonna be hurting again? Wake up, you old fool!
Get up, old man.
Close enough.
I am up.
What you got in your
Get up.
beard?
Oh,
Is that from all the booze he's been
there,
drinking?
I'm up.
Good.
Well, thank the good Lord you're back. Nothing worse for an old man than sleeping in the warm afternoon sun.
You want a long sleep, Uncle? That can be arranged. It'll cost me less than food.
You always was a hard and nasty man, John Marston.
You always was a useless, conniving thief. And where's them cattle? Did you take them to pasture?
It's coming around to that.
When exactly?
It's easy to pick on the elderly. It's easy, but it ain't dignified.
Come on, old man. Do this together.
You don't have to be around him, you know, you can just send him away. Sounds like you guys hate each other. Very contentious relationship, huh? Maybe don't rely on some old guy who should be retired to take care of your ranch, which is like a young man's game, you know, it's very hard work. It's more hurting. Yeah, just a chance to get to know this old man. Is that even your real uncle, or is that just some old guy who's a friend of yours?
All right, you stay front. Whoa there. Come on.
We magically got a 15th cow overnight.
Let's keep it moving now.
Drive the herd outside Beecher's Hope.
Whoa.
Your son needs to be doing this, not your old uncle. He'll be taking over the ranch someday. These are some nice obedient cows we've got.
Slow down.
I thought you were going to use this time to have a nice conversation.
Whoa there.
Do we need some Twilight Princess music again? Are we gonna get attacked by, like, rustlers again? I want to leave my killing days behind me. Whoa, what the hell is happening over there? Explosions? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, don't go where the train is! Don't go where the train is! To stay with the herd or stop the outlaws? I'm trying to take care of my cows. I mean, if they're gonna shoot at me, I have no choice but to shoot back. But I want to stay with my cows. Regroup. Come on. Where's my uncle? Over there? I mean, this is a choice. I'd rather be with you and my cows than the outlaws, but it looks like I'm not being given a choice, really. So what's this new and improved sound for my gun? That's like a very... Damn. Walk away, guys. Just walk away. I'm I'm trying to leave the life, but the life won't leave me.
Get your livelihood. Come on.
Yeah, stay with the herd, of course. Like, I didn't really have a choice earlier because my cows were like all mixed up in all the bullshit.
Come on, easy up now.
Come on, guys. Stay together now. Stay together now. This stuff is none of my business.
See? Listen to me and you'll go far.
Listen, I don't go looking for trouble. It's when trouble finds you, you have to do something, you know?
Come on.
Interesting. I can't think of a lot of missions where the game kind of gives you a choice. I mean, there's a few choices of killing or capturing someone, but it's kind of rare. I mean, there's always going to be outlaws, right? I can't be taking care of them all the time. I've got to mind my own business.
Hustle on up.
Well, it's none of my business. No, don't go over there. These cows are... You know what? I take back what I said. You guys are very stubborn. You just don't want to listen. Go over there. I really need like a shepherd dog. I need to train that dog that was at my home. Teach him to shepherd these cows. I guess, I don't know, shepherding dogs are a bit more for sheep than cows, right? But I'm sure they can work for either. There we go.
You look after the herd. I'll ride back.
No thanks. You got your pound of flesh from me today.
He just denied. Nope, I guess I'm the one taking care of him. Spurred to victory? Complete 20 story missions without switching to a new horse at... Okay. So they're just gonna have to stay here without any surveillance then. Because I have to go and get... I have to go do the other quest, so... I just have to leave them here alone? That doesn't seem very safe. Also, why is pasture so far away from our home? This seems very risky. Like, they're just gonna get stolen. Alright, I guess I don't have a choice. Another quest with the uncle. Which quest will end the game? It has to be a quest with, like, Abigail or Jack. So let's just do the uncle quests first. You're still sleeping? A continual feast.
What are you looking at, old man?
There's some Mustangs and some such out there beyond that ridge. Wondering if it was worth getting you and going around some of them up.
Mustangs?
Fair enough. We're nearly out of money. Ranch is in turmoil. We may not make it through the winter. What could we possibly want with some good quality horses? Come on.
That tone of voice ain't so becoming on you. Makes you seem all pent up and angry like some Blackwater would-be business tycoon with a bad case of hemorrhoids.
Surprised you know what those
I'll give you
are.
a bad case of someone just shot me in the head if you don't hurry up.
Aw, come on, John. You're not scaring anyone.
Are you gonna mount up, kid?
You know, if I had gathered all the horses of the people I've killed through this game, I would have something like 500 horses. I could have built the biggest ranch the world has ever seen.
Come on, follow me.
Like, we could be selling horses and become rich. Watch out for the wolves, Uncle.
Why you gotta act so biggity all the damn time? What happened
What were
to
you gonna do? Just look at them horses all day?
Well,
He was
God
waiting for
forbid
you.
I'd do anything around here without checking with His Royal Highness first.
Yeah, you're real good at watching. That's about all you're good for, apart from bending your elbow.
I can't do right for doing wrong. You're an ungrateful bastard, you know. I did my best when you was gone.
Your best is like anybody else's worst.
Come on, I'm getting old. I gotta start taking things easy.
You've been taking things easy for 40 years.
Trouble is, no one can really take it easy at that time. You're gonna be working your whole damn life, pretty much.
Let's go.
Unless you're rich.
Jump on there, quick!
I got you.
How do you break horses again? Ooh,
Come on, nearly got you.
I can do this all day. Maybe this is more your calling, John. Like, you're more used to dealing with horses than cows, really.
You got him now, John!
But again,
Knees, you woman! That's it!
Come on.
how can you make money from these horses, though? Like, what do you have for sale?
Good.
Get back on your
Where you
horse.
going with that horse?
Oh,
Stop talking, damn it.
oh, you're holding it?
All right.
This is news to me.
From here. Go on. Get after another one.
Yeah.
You know, when I went down to California, I did see some wild horses out, like, on the field. It was pretty cool. Just living their best life away from humans.
Blow it up now.
I wish that could be me.
Come on.
Let's get this one.
Come on. Relax.
Here, let me kidnap you. Steal you away from your family.
Bubble your lip, for Christ's sake. Calm down.
There you go.
This is so fucked up. Like, this horse wants you to be gone, trying their damn best to kick you off. And you're like, nope. This is your life now. You're not getting a choice.
Here we go.
And then they just kind of give up and accept their fate. Like, that's so sad.
Relax now. I got you now.
And this one's very stubborn. It's got a lot of energy.
There.
There you go.
There we go.
I got
Will you
this one
shut
for
up?
you. Mount back up, you fool.
Stop calling me names.
Get us
Another one?
Now. Come on.
Alright. Let's see, I got a brown one, I got a white one. Let's get a two-color one. This one's got like a nice little coat of snow on its back.
Calm down now.
Don't fall off.
Almost got you.
I'd like to see you do that, Uncle.
Careful. That's a feisty one. Use your knees, you woman.
Stop calling me a woman as an insult, also.
There you go. Show 'em who's boss.
Making me dizzy to look at. Then with it, the way the camera just keeps going back and forth, like, Jesus.
Feisty one.
Whoa.
Sure is.
Relax now.
So weird how it wants to keep its freedom.
You got him now, John.
Really? Kick me off?
Whoa there.
Quiet, old man.
This almost seemed like program. Do you see how fast it got out of here?
Your horse.
Holy crap.
You'll never catch him on foot.
Come on.
That almost seemed like program. Was I supposed to fail that? I thought I had it. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this one.
You got it. There you go.
Calm it down.
The way John just kind of ragdolls on its back.
Use your knees, woman.
I'm trying my damn best here.
Torque that bronc, boy.
Oh, what the hell?
Catch him on foot.
Damn.
Stop
Shut
messing
the hell
around
up.
and get back on your horse.
This is hard.
Catch him on
They're
foot.
giving me all the hardest ones. It's almost nighttime. We've been at it all day. Oh, you sacrificed yourself for the other one. Please be a bit easier. Like, do I just need to stay in front of it? Like, I was looking at John's angle, but maybe I'm supposed to keep the camera like in front of it. What the hell? Why did I do it like every time and now it's like impossible?
Hobble your lip, for Christ's sakes!
Why is it suddenly so damn hard?
Come on!
Also, I don't think wild horses would live this close to society. I don't know. Alright, please don't throw me off.
Hold on!
Got him now, John. There you go.
I don't feel like I'm doing anything different than before.
Lean into it. Show it who's boss.
There we go. Gee whiz.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I think that's enough for now. Let's get him back to the ranch. Come on!
That took all day. It's nighttime.
That weren't half bad for a couple of old reprobates.
I learned a few things while I was away.
Anything you wanted to know, you only had to ask.
You? What the hell do you know about any of this?
I was a rancher myself back in the day.
Really?
Firstly, I don't believe you. And secondly, if you was, why have you been hiding it all these years?
You act like I never do anything. I do plenty.
You're asleep half the day. The other half you're so drunk you couldn't hit the ground with your hat in 3 throws.
I've taught you a few things, John Marston.
Like how to steal beer when the bartender's not looking, and piss without taking down your pants.
All useful skills, partner.
So where are you going? The ranch is over there. Oh, I guess he's going around
Look
it.
at these here horses. Fine as green gravy. It sure will be nice to have some money in our pocket.
Money from what?
The money we make's going straight back into this ranch, not down your gullet.
Oh, come on. I ain't working for free here.
You ain't working at all. That's the problem, old man.
What about today? And all them cattle I herded. I'm always sucking hind kid around here.
You got food in your belly, ain't you? A roof over your head?
You're so tight. You get out of bed to turn over so as not to wear out the sheets.
Don't push your luck.
A little bottle wouldn't hurt though.
Make sure there's enough fresh hay. We need to keep them strong.
All right. Damn, a little gratitude wouldn't kill you.
Come on, John, say thank you.
Not a bad day's work.
No? Nothing? Maybe next time.
Let's go.
New items? Really? This late into things? Alright, well, it's a bit late for another mission, but let's go home. Wait until it's morning again.
Howdy.
Howdy, dear. You ready for bed? I know I'm tired as hell. There we go. It's a beautiful morning. Time for more missions. Well, we did the quest with Jack when we first got here, so let's see what the wife is up to. Yo, Abigail! Pestilence? Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What you cooking?
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Oh, not yet.
Be honest though. Tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay.
Yeah?
I look at Jack, I look at him, and I think we've been blessed. maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be.
He wants to be a lot of
Be no
things.
frontier gunslinger killing and running an elf gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Get out of there!
All right, all right.
Come on! Scat! Shh.
Oh shit, corn remaining. Scare the crows? How do I do that? Out of the silo. Do I like just shoot in the air? Need like a loud gun. Just be like, shoo, shoo! Go away! I guess I'm supposed to kill a few of them. Oh shit. The corn is going down. Do I need to get inside? No, you can't get inside. We need a scarecrow, Jack. Why don't you get on that? Build us a nice little scarecrow.
One for the pot.
See, this is what's gonna happen if you don't leave my corn alone. How is it going down? They're all like in the sky. Leave my corn alone! Damn, this is... That's a crazy amount of crows. Like, that's insane. That looks like death. Death itself is here with us.
I don't
What else am I supposed to do? Also, it was very nice to see some tenderness, some little intimacy between John and his wife. You see, he can be nice and soft when he wants. What more can I do than just like shoot in the sky to scare them? Am I just supposed to shoot birds? I don't want to do that. Leave my corn alone!
Sorry, but you're mine.
Are they not scared yet? Come on, John. I know you can aim better than that. Just imagine they're bandits. I think I'm too close. This corn ain't for you. This ain't no corn hub. Okay, what more can I do here? Do I just need to keep killing crows? I must have killed like 15. It's like an actual murder of crows. Was that the whole quest? Oh, jeez. Hey, how lucky for us. There's a train going right by our place. I'm sure that's nice. You know, I get that the whole theme of this game and this franchise is like, it's the last of the outlaws, right? It's the end of the Wild West. Now it's all about the law and train stations and automobiles and things like that. But to talk like there's never going to be like criminals and outlaws again, it's kind of silly, you know? Like right around the 1920s when you start getting like famous gangsters like Al Capone and, you know, people like that. So there's always going to be outlaws. There's always going to be men who just decide to live like on the fringes of society. I mean, I guess it's never quite to the extent of like where you can just run a gang and live out in the wild. Like it, I guess that did kind of die with the Old West. But you know, there's always going to be outlaws, always going to be gangsters. Hey, Jack. Your family member is not here right now. Come back. Well, the icon is here. Yo, Jack. I'm here for the mission. You're late, son. I'm here for the mission. You're late, son. Nice of you to drop in. Are you ready for a little quest? I beg to fucking differ. He's right there.
Hey, come on!
What do you mean he's not there? He's right here. Now he's reading a little book. That's good, son. You want to instruct yourself, learn,
Hey, watch it!
be literate. Don't be like your old man. Okay, I guess I'll go and see your mother then. Jeez. This game is so capricious. So finicky. Yo, Abigail. Old friends?
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other.
Yeah?
Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend.
She sold us the
Saved my
cattle.
life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that.
Aw, don't be jealous.
What's it
Come
say?
on.
I don't know. I can't. Well, you know I can't read.
Oh, you can't?
Give it here.
Then how do you know who it's from?
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing.
How can you be so jealous when you've been with everyone in the
Mr.
gang?
Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop.
Very romantic
Weevils
letter, as
and
you can
moths
see.
ate entire county supply.
Jeez.
Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request, now is it?
I guess not. And she saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo.
We do?
About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
She's very nice. I mean, why
Well,
don't
you know.
you come and meet her?
A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
I feel like that's not what she wanted to hear, but... Alright. So we're bringing some corn. I thought we were kind of out of corn ourselves. Maïs! Hey, we call it maïs too. In
John,
French.
Wait!
What?
I
Do you wanna
changed my
come?
mind. I'm coming with you.
Hey, how about that?
What are you
I
waiting
wanted you to
for?
come
You
along.
better hurry.
That way I can introduce you guys. You can become friends.
I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
Ask? I was waiting for you to ask me.
Aw.
You'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime.
You know I don't do that.
Is she married? This Bonnie McFarland.
Actually,
What
no.
does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No. Normal as in 2 eyes, mouth, nose, that kind of normal. Besides, ain't no woman fine as you.
Ah, that's the right line.
Hurry. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself
sir?
in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom.
You're
from
so
John
wise,
Marston.
John.
I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
Yeah,
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
really.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
Bonnie would be very happy to know that you're jealous.
Found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
A Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but when Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while,
How did he go
those folks
crazy
found
exactly?
something right. Better way to live, but it was just a lie. So you saw before they did.
Maybe. But they was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John. And they
And what truth was that? That it was never going to end well?
Those government bastards. Where'd they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there.
You haven't been
and there.
having this conversation
It ain't
yet?
too far from here, though.
You've been back for days.
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very funny.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations. It was the waiting. I didn't know if you was coming back.
Of course I was coming back.
You were only supposed to be gone for a couple of days.
It took longer than I thought. The only thing Bill and Dutch was ever any good at was not getting caught.
Get those horses moving. I started thinking you'd gone back to them.
That life's over.
I hope you're right.
Bill, Javier, Dutch, they're all dead. You don't get more.
I mean, Javier isn't dead, as far as we know. What about Arthur? Why is no one talking about Arthur? I really want to know. It has to be because he's dead already. But you'd think they would still mention him. Here with a bang.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarland, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston.
Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life. And for teaching the miserable goat some manners, among other things.
I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarland. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
Yeah.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Miss McFarland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
I was just gonna say, you're outnumbered here, John. This is nice. Look at that. All the people in John's life connecting, getting to meet each other. No killing going on. It's a nice little epilogue. How romantic. Poor Bonnie. Probably wishes that could be her. You'll find someone, Bonnie. Aw, look at her. Poor Bonnie. You can find better than me, Bonnie. You're too good for John. Find yourself an honest man. Can we make it home without some outlaws trying to kill
That was
us?
her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife.
Well, maybe if I wasn't married already.
Got a rancher's wife.
See?
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyway.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
Oh, did she?
I have that effect on women.
You clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
It's really funny at the time to be able to call your wife like Mrs.
What a
your
ranch
name.
they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't
Hopefully.
know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to.
Why wouldn't it be?
The only way we'll ever have a future.
The
Yeah.
life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
Yeah, actually.
The whole gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life of crime forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Apparently
Till
so.
they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are. than they were.
Maybe we can't change, but we gotta try for Jack's sake. Even if
Yeah, we have
to start
kids.
again 100 times. Better than going back to what we were.
Sorry, dude.
How's
Just
Jack
pretend that
doing?
didn't happen.
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
With
I
me?
hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe, normal even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He doesn't seem that angry.
About it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch?
Did he get to meet them when he was a baby?
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
Is it like our biological son, or is it just some kid we found and then we like adopted him? I wonder. Because sometimes the way they talk about him, it sounds almost like they just adopted him. While they were in the gang, maybe? Or maybe it's like the son of one of the other gang members, not John. I wonder. I mean, they've left us alone so far. There's always a chance they could come back, but... why would they come to John specifically? Unless they change their mind, they're like, you know what? After all the things you've done, you should get hanged. And like, can you blame them, really? God,
We
John, stop
did
looking
good
so
today,
angry.
John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
Just like, just got a kiss by my wife. Just looking so angry always. I'm not gonna smile just because I got a little kiss. I wonder if I can get a new newspaper in town. This might be our last chance to read a newspaper. Maybe if we go to Blackwater. They're saying we've had our first harvest, which means we must have been back on the ranch for like a few months at this point, right? I don't know how we got any corn because I don't see any cornfields on our ranch. Like, we have some cattle, but it doesn't seem like we have any corn. I guess you just don't see it, but you're supposed to assume it's there somewhere. Because cornfields are huge. Like, you would see that shit. And to be at riding distance from, like, the nearest town. We're close to the nearest town. We're close to the train station. We're close to Bonnie's ranch. Close to a church. Not that they really seem to care about that. It's a very good location we have. Like, so did John, like, already own this ranch? Or, like, did he inherit it from someone? Or... like, how come he just has this ranch? Did he buy it?
I'm Hal Pollard. How do you do, Mr. Marston?
I was just waiting for you to materialize so I could buy some newspaper. Ooh, it's a new one.
That is most lovely.
Bank robbery foiled by government agents. Your tax dollar is hard at work. Dutch Vanderlin's reign of terror and violence in West Elizabeth shows no sign of subsiding following a bank robbery attempt that claimed the lives of several innocent victims. Vanderlyn and his associates entered the First National Bank of Blackwater, coerced employees at gunpoint to empty the money from the vaults, and were about to make their escape when lawmen and government agents surrounded the area. After a bloody siege, lawmen stormed the building, but Vanderlyn fled the scene with a hostage in an automobile. Vanderlyn was chased to an old logging camp at Broken Tree, where another violent altercation ensued. Even though Vanderlyn's body was not identified amongst the dead, many gang members, including some natives, were killed. A spokesperson for federal agents assigned to Blackwater hailed this as an important victory over the primitive and unprincipled forces that seek to undermine the freedoms and safety of the great American people. Despite repeated and relentless attempts to civilize the native population in West Elizabeth, it is feared that charismatic Van der Linde will not struggle to recruit further disaffected youths. Uh-oh, there it is. Sanchez's government falls. Suddenly, Mexico has a new president, General Ignacio Sanchez. Government was swept from power yesterday as supporters of Abraham Reyes ransacked the president's palace and Mr. Reyes assumed control of the country. Mr. Reyes achieved his goal, it seems. He got his revolution. And like, he's the leader now. I guess you could do worse than him, but like, I didn't really like the guy that much. After weeks of fighting in and around the capital, food riots across the country and bloody battles being fought in many provinces, events turned quickly when the 5th Mexican Cavalry Division, which maintains a large garrison near the capital, switched its allegiance from General Sanchez to Mr. Reyes, following Mr. Reyes' promise to increase army pay and double leave. It was that easy, right, to turn them? General Sanchez is believed to have fled the capital and gone into hiding, although conflicting reports suggest he may have been killed in bloody fighting. Mr. Reyes noted that this was a great day for Mexico. Finally, my people, the people of this proud and valiant land are free. A new golden age for our country is just beginning. First, we need a period of stability, and then elections and a place on the world stage. Mr. Reyes then announced a 3-day fiesta, declaring a national holiday. Rioting continued across much of the country, while initial reports suggest up to 100,000 may have died in the conflict. La salope parisienne. I don't think I should translate that. Toilet, water, and perfume. For the body, toilet, or infirmary. The unique and lasting fragrances of La salope parisienne toilet waters and perfumes will entice men of many demeanors. Available in a variety of scents for your allumizer, including crabapple, lotus, forest pine, fluoride, fairy, jockey club, hyacinth, and extract of fermentation farm. A few drops sufficient to overpower an entire room. Unrest in the East, Great Britain versus Germany. The British nation's power upon the sea has been unapproached. However, a great rival is rising. Long as Germany desired expansion, reports indicate the country is laying heavier and heavier levies upon her people in order to fund the formation of a mighty navy. Britain and Germany devote much of their industrial base to the production of weapons of war at a crushing cost of money. These engines of destruction are now seen in flying ships that rain death from above. With Europe heading seemingly closer and closer to war, and it would be pretty soon, people across the world are concerned as to how this will pan out. And it would pan out as the First World War. The miracle of the telephone. Since the first experimental phone circuit was installed, the growth of the telephone business is a story of romance and science. The telephone company in certain cities reports nearly 60,000 calls per day, requesting to know the time. That's it? I thought it was just going to be 60,000 calls in general. But just to know the time? Critics complain the telephone has made our citizens lazy and unable to read or watch. Just wait a couple decades, you'll see how that goes. The famous Bluehead Wonder Coaster. Sit high in the saddle on this improved 1902 model, now with detachable brakes. Optional railroad attachment for tots to play train. Furnished with a handsome tool bag and finely polished kerosene bicycle lamp with 2-quart reservoir, shines bright at night. Available in coach, green, vermilion, Union blue, or Navajo brown. Half of Americans living in cities. The prairies have gone quiet, the farms left for seed as more Americans escape to the glitz and glamour of the city. Dr. U.S. Census made his diagnosis of the condition of Uncle Sam and calculated that for the first time in the history of this great country, more citizens reside in cities than in the rural areas. Census questionnaires call for typical information as well as literacy, school attendance, and whether or not a family member is a survivor of the Union or Confederate Army. Census officials report attempts for information are especially difficult in former Confederate states, where often government officials are fired upon or hanged, which is the local custom. Birth control techniques refuted. Members of the clergy strongly denounced the North American Birth Control League for spreading health misinformation and lies. Leaders responded that such misdeeds and misinformation is similar to that of pagan Rome, where babies were put to death for idle pleasure. We marry and lay with one another only to produce children, Reverend Adair Agatha told this publication. The blasphemous statements by the League turned the marriage chamber into a pleasure-seeking brothel, Agatha contends. Massacre at the wreck of the Serendipity. Dozens of dead bodies were discovered at the wreck of the Serendipity in southeast Great Plains. Most of the corpses were identified as wanted criminals and kicked into the river. Ugh. You could at least bury them. The Serendipity, once a glorious steamboat but now little more than a wrecked hull, has become a known meeting spot for thieves, smugglers, and general lowlife in recent years. Government agents in Blackwater have refused to comment, and local police say that they have no interest in investigating the incident, attributing it to either divine retribution or, for the more godless amongst us, Darwinian natural selection. It's weird that they wouldn't take responsibility because it was us. Like, we were sent by the government to get Dutch there. Federal government increases taxes, extends reach further. Lawmakers in Washington agreed to increase federal income tax again last week to pay for massive expansion in the federal government. Most of the expansion will be in the form of added bureaucracy, with plans to triple the number of civil servants within 12 months in order to better track the work done by government departments and allocate spending more accurately. The government also vowed to increase healthcare provision for government workers and to build a large number of impressive federal buildings across the country. A significant increase in military expenditure has also been mooted but not yet agreed to. That's a lot of reading. Dr. Luster's Everhold Petroleum and Gelatin Pomade. Nothing beats the sheen and hold of a hair product extracted and rendered from pig bones and pure crude petroleum. Stands firm in the fiercest of prairie winds or tavern brawls, a marvelous dressing for the hair and mustache. Burns away eczema and dandruff, repels all insects. Safety coffin saves young bride. Florence Snyder, 13, was said to be married when she was stricken with a terrible case of cholera and seemingly died. Her betrothed, Cecil Perkins, weeping by her graveside, pledged to never marry as his heart was so rent asunder. Laying awake at night, he began to hear a faint bell. Leaving in only his bedclothes, he followed the sound to the graveyard where he found the bell above her grave ringing. Mr. Perkins has requested a P.J. Winderstein's safety coffin for his love. Furiously digging in with hands and spade, he retrieved her from her tomb, weakened but mercifully alive, having been in a state of cholera shock with low blood pressures, mimicking death. So they thought she was dead, but she was actually just with a low blood pressure. You did a really shitty job if you thought she was dead this whole time. Damn. Well, good thing she was able to signal. God damn. L. Percy Fiddler Toy Company Sailor Doll. That's mildly terrifying. Jointed, indestructible head, moving eyes with real hair and teeth. The little boy who always smiles and does what he is told. Make him scrub the poop deck or go down below. Professor advocates prairie preservation. Professor Hector L. Burgess has been touring areas of West Elizabeth in recent weeks in an attempt to rally support for a movement to preserve and protect wildlife habitat. Professor Burgess, who has spent the past 15 years in the academic study of fauna and flora in the West, but who until recently had never left New York City, is convinced that if hunting is not brought under some form of legal control, certain species of animal may be wiped out entirely. He claims that before white settlers arrived in the West, around 50 million buffalo roamed the plains, but that this number may now be in the hundreds or even less. Burgess also believes that areas of both New Austin and West Elizabeth are prime locations for the establishment of a national park to rival Yellowstone in Wyoming. We say to Professor Burgess that the majority of the rural population remains extremely resistant to any form of prairie conservation, which we view as an attempt on the part of the urban elite to expropriate land, property, and natural resources for their own nefarious gain. Ye of little faith. Aeroplane flies from coast to coast in under 30 days. While most prefer the relaxed flight upon the dirigible, those who desire to understand the aeroplane need only to speak with Horace L. Curtis, who piloted from coast to coast in under 30 days. 30 days? Damn. This most groundbreaking of sciences, airbound locomotion, promises to allow travelers the freedom to take to the skies and visit the coast with ease and comfort, with flight times from New York to New Austin in as little as 21 days and San Francisco to New Austin in as little as 16 days. People really thought it was going to take days to... I mean, how fast did the first planes go? Because now you can do that in like around 9 hours, even less, like 6 hours. But were planes really that slow? 16 days? The East Asia Corn and Bunion Annihilator effects an incredible and irreversible cure, can also be used on mouth and genital sores. Burns to the bone, chemically pure ingredients ensure a volatile reaction when applied to any corn or bunion. Completely safe when directions are faithfully followed. Relief guaranteed, we have tried it ourselves. Well, I sure hope so. Miscellany. Blackwater Bank manager Mr. Harmon Weinstein has been found dead near Broken Tree. We are told that he will be missed by some. Unwed and childless ladies, why not learn a career? Telegraph operating classes twice weekly at the Blackwater Post Office. Certificate of horse deeds for purchase. Dutch warm bloods, island chestnuts, and Welsh mountains of the finest lineage. S.M. Neely Ship Chandler and Grocer Blackwater. The volcanic pistol is a sidearm that will never go out of fashion. Modernity is not a substitute for craftsmanship. Large stock that must clear quickly. Jeb Murphy, gunsmith, Armadillo, New Austin. Muriel Scranton, loving wife of Joseph Scranton, was killed by a gunshot to the head in the First National Bank of Blackwater. Oh. That must be the woman that Dutch was holding hostage. Rest in peace, Muriel. Children between 10 and 14 years of age sought for mining work. The children yearn for the mines. Good wages and conditions. Must be slender and comfortable with confined spaces. Do not send your kids there. For all your dynamite needs, both professional and recreational, visit the Manzanita Trading Company Tall Trees. Don't you look fine and dandy? Well, how about that? I've become somewhat of a celebrity in Blackwater, it seems. Everyone knows who I am. Alright, well, that was likely the final newspaper in the game, if I have to guess. All that we have left is to go have a talk with Jack. Would he want to talk to me this time, or is it gonna say, your family member is not here? I mean, so far, it really does seem like John's old life is over, and like we're gonna be free to just stay with our family. Unless something happens at the very last moment, but so far so good. Where are these cornfields of yours, John? I don't see them. Okay, looks like the quest is ready this time. Let's see what Jack is up to. So you've been angry with me, son. John Marston and son. Maybe you can teach your mother how to read. He's got the angry look of his father.
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Oh, come on. I'm trying to connect.
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
Glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
He doesn't seem very interested.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures.
Yeah.
Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
Very funny, Paul. I'd forgotten how funny you was.
Grab your things.
I never knew. No, that's not true. John has had quite a few funny lines in this game. I mean, I totally get your kid. I would also much rather be reading books than hunting animals in the forest, but at the time they live in, this is the kind of skills that you should probably have if you want to make it as a rancher.
What are you doing? Let's keep moving.
Need the meat, need the hunting skills, plus it will give us a chance to connect. Oh, my dog is Rufus? I didn't even know that was his name.
Back and I'll show you how to make a kill.
Whatever you say, sir.
You sure you're ready for this?
I guess so.
Now the trick to hunting is calm and patience. You gotta think and move like an animal to catch an animal.
A rifle helps, doesn't it?
Elk don't stand still, son.
I wouldn't know. This is the first time you've taken me hunting.
There's lots of things I ain't done with you, but I'm gonna try and make up for that.
Well, at least you're trying, John. That's all anyone can ask. You're trying to make up for lost time.
What do you want me to say, Paul? Yippee?
Are you sure you're all right? I mean, I know all that business must have been hard on you.
It wasn't nothing. I'm not a kid anymore.
Oh, don't start with that.
Again. It's over.
Until the next time, you mean?
There won't be a next time. Jack, he's on to something.
Don't make no more promises, Paul. I've heard them all before.
Aw, okay, yeah, he's got some resentment towards you.
You know, one time I hunted a bear up in tall trees. You never seen a bigger animal in all your life.
I read this story about a girl who was raised by wolves. She'd hunt goats with them and everything.
Sounds like a tall yarn to me.
Taller than a boy being taken from his home and locked up in a dungeon?
I'm just saying. Maybe you spend too much time with your head in those books. Look, I see one.
Yeah, I see it.
This one's mine. Stay with me, son.
I don't see it. Oh, right there.
Easy. Go on, Paul.
Come on.
Shit, it's running away.
Let's go.
Ooh, right in the head. At least that way it won't suffer.
There you go.
Come on. I'll show you how to cut the meat.
Ooh. Oh, you're gonna
I
love
thought he was
this.
gonna get away. That was great, Paul.
You just gotta wait for the right shot, not rush
Woo!
it.
That's a big one.
This meat should fetch a decent price in Manzanita.
Where? In Manzanita, where is that? Oh, okay. Manzanita Post? Okay, sure. I mean, we can eat it also. We probably need some meat to eat.
Let's make this quick.
Just traumatize your kid. People were kind of used to seeing dead animals
Hope
at the
you were
time.
watching. It'll be your turn next.
Okay, you don't have to
Shouldn't we be
growl.
going?
It's
All
dead
right.
now.
Let's see if we can find some more.
Go on, Rufus.
It's a shame that your son doesn't really want to talk about his feelings, it
You ready to
seems.
take a shot, Jack?
Of course, Paul.
Remember, it's all about timing. Wait for your moment. Don't snatch at
I
it.
know. I saw how you did it.
If you say so. All right. When he finds them, you take the lead. Let's go.
Find another one, Rufus.
Yeah.
You know, keeping your angry feelings all bottled up without talking about it, that's how you get men to do dumb shit and become violent. So, you need to nip that shit in the bud with your son if you want him to go down a good path in life.
You can find him, boy.
You need to have some deep conversations about your resentment for leaving you behind.
Keep going, boy.
I'm sure we can get to the bottom of it and then, you know.
Good boy.
Look, they're over there. Get after them.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. It's your turn, Jack. Show me what you've got.
Come on.
Looks like you have not inherited from my Deadeye.
Don't rush it.
Come on, Jack. I'm following you. You're taking the lead on this one. No? You want me to take the lead? Okay, but you need to take the... Oh, actually, you did get one.
Saw how I cut the meat,
Never
Jack.
mind.
Now it's your turn.
Show me how you do it.
Come on!
You know, if you... Okay, that flower is kind of in the way. You don't really want to do it, huh? I understand. Oh, he so doesn't want to. Poor kid. This would traumatize me, but I don't have the same upbringing as these people.
Nice work, son. You're a quick learner. Now come on. Let's get this meat over to the trading post at Manzanita.
I mean, it... They always say you got the meat, but then the entire fucking animal is still there. Like, I feel like it should just show the bones left. The fact it shows all the meat, it's like, well, what did I pick up then? I got the head, but...
Did you see me?
You did good, son.
Can't we shoot some more?
Only kill what you need. We'll go out again soon.
See, he's already taking a liking to it. You'll pull this kid away from his books yet? You know, if you told me there was gonna be a Red Dead Redemption 2, I think most people would have thought he was gonna follow his son, you know? That would make sense. Excuse me? What happened? Did you get attacked by a wolf?
Let's get this meat over to the trading post at Manzanita.
See, this is what happens when you don't fucking follow.
Let's go.
If you would ride next to me properly, then you wouldn't have died. But you insist on always being behind me. You need to get him to talk to you about his angry feelings, John. This hasn't been resolved yet. Manzanita Post.
All right, here we are.
My mother passed not long ago.
Jack, you wait here. I'll be just a moment.
Why don't you bring him with you? Like, show him how you do everything, including selling the meat. That way you won't get into trouble outside.
Howdy.
I'm here to sell this meat, I guess.
Here we are. Enjoy the journey.
Hope you like it.
There you go.
Okay then. Bye.
All done. Let's head home.
How do you do, Mr. Marston?
What were you doing there? Oh, they sell newspaper here also. Let's get home, son. Howdy. Sorry, I'm just trying to have a moment with my kid.
Never you mind. Enough to keep Rufus out of the stewing pot for a couple days.
And what about me? What do I get?
You get to eat, son.
But I did have to work. That isn't fair.
What can I say? I'm another corrupt landowner.
Stop riding so far behind me.
Then you'll see.
I sure hope so. Then you can look after us when we get old.
Yeah.
You ain't get old. You are old.
Aw.
We ain't old. Uncle's old.
Well, he should be in a museum.
Yeah, preserved in whiskey for the next 1,000 years. So, you enjoy your first hunting trip?
There you go.
It was great, Pa.
That's better.
Herding cows, hunting elk. You're growing up. Proud of you.
Aw.
I always told you I wanted to help.
You know, you and me, we work hard. We can make something of this farm.
I'd like that.
And thank you for looking after your mother. She said you were very brave.
I tried to be strong, like you told me. But Ma, she can look after herself.
Yeah,
she
but
soon
still.
put those fellas in their place.
I can only imagine.
Still, it's better when you have support. Is that trouble? No, okay. I'm nervous whenever I see like other people on horses in a hurry. I'm like, oh, are they coming to get me? Like, I feel like John's gonna have to look over his shoulder for the rest of his life, but Do you need a lift, sir? You're just going for your old evening jog. This is nice that you get to see like all this aftermath of like him trying to enjoy his life. This is the part that you don't usually get to see, you know? It's the happily ever after at the end of these revenge stories. I'm still kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop though, but I don't know, we'll see.
Whoa! Oh, Paul, that was so much fun! I can't rightly believe it. Just like in the books.
We'll do
Well,
it
I'm glad
again
you had
soon.
fun.
Now get to your chores.
Damn, John was actually smiling there.
Hello, sir.
Another Jack quest. Okay, a little quest we'll get to in the morning. This game just keeps going. It's so curious. I keep wondering how it's going to end. But there is like this kind of uneasy feeling, like, you know, I don't know, I can't shake this uneasy feeling that something bad's gonna happen. Alright, it's morning. Kiss the wife good morning. Why am I hearing gunshots? Jack? Why are you shooting your gun at... Why are you shooting your gun at the corn? Wolves, dogs, and sons.
You're tensing up.
I'm not.
You are. Your back's tense and it's making the rifle jump. You're holding it wrong. Here, let me show you.
I don't need you to show me, Paul.
I guess not.
You'll show me and you'll just run off again or something.
Okay, you can't just keep holding that over my head
Ain't
forever.
going nowhere.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Don't be like that.
It was just the one time. It's not like that. Like it's not like I did that multiple times, did I?
Out there and scare them off. You want to come with me? Safer with two.
Okay.
Come on. The dog will soon sniff them out. Let's go.
You're gonna have to get over this me leaving thing eventually. You can't keep holding that against me, son. I get that you're still hangry, but
You know that. Why you gotta treat me like a kid?
It's what fathers do. I'm just trying to look out for you.
You can't just... You're gonna land us both in the dirt. What about the rest of the time?
Come on, Jack. That ain't exactly fair.
1 minute you're telling me to be a man, the next you tell me I'm just a boy.
It's gonna take a while for things to get back to normal.
Look out! Normal? Was it ever normal?
I don't know, but it'll get better, son. I promise.
we're trying to reach some kind of normalcy, but
I'm sorry, Paul.
You don't need to be.
I don't mean to be moody. I'm glad you're home. I really am. It's just every time you go off, well, I worry you're not coming back.
I swear, if it was down to me, I'd never have gone anywhere.
They can't make you, can they?
It's complicated, but it seems they can.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't understand.
Just some things you start have to be finished.
I mean, you need to trust me. If I'm telling you I don't want to leave, then,
What was
you
your
know.
father like?
Look, he's on to something.
I was gonna talk about my father.
Stay close, Jack.
You can't be tired already.
I wanted to hear about John's father.
Uncle really your uncle?
God damn it, these conversations like
Sincerely,
interrupting.
hope not. He's probably lots of people's father, though.
Okay, so he's not my
Why'd you call him
uncle.
Uncle then?
Folks always did. Probably because he's always been older than everybody.
Are you coming or not?
Come on.
Find us a wolf, boy.
Easy.
I'm missing on all these conversations.
Where are they, Rupert?
Whoa. Now I'll never get to hear about John's
You can
father.
find him, Rufus.
Like, it's nice that they do conversations while looking around, but it's not exactly the best way for exposition. Because you can't reliably make sure that the player will hear all the things you want them to hear.
They might turn on us.
Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
What do you want to do? Kill them?
Come on.
I guess I'm supposed to kill them.
That'll work.
I don't want to kill all these wolves. Whoa, how are you shooting, son? That was an interesting technique there. How are you holding this gun?
Come on. We can't stop now. This is what you get for stealing our town. You can't be tired already.
Come on, Rufus. Where are the others, boy?
Don't these wolves have a right to exist? Like, if they get on your farm, then sure, shoot them, but you're coming on their turf in the forest.
That ain't all the pack. There's got to be more around here.
This is
You want-
much more fun than hunting elk.
It's always more fun killing something you don't like.
But I like wolves. On every level except physical, I am a wolf.
Go find them, Rufus.
There you go.
I love making references without knowing if anyone's actually gonna know what I'm talking about. Shoot the wolves. These poor wolves ain't hurt nobody.
Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
Look out, Jack. They're attacking.
Are they attacking? They're so far from us.
How many are there? Let's go.
Let them come to us.
Can't stop now.
We're just exterminating like an entire herd. Not a herd. What do you call the group of wolves?
Don't let them get away.
Already.
Get him, Jack.
I guess you got this one.
Damn wolf.
They're just trying to eat the same as us.
Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
All right. We should head back now. We got out further than I thought.
There you go.
Yeah.
How many did we kill? They won't be after our cattle for a while.
That was some good shooting, son.
So can I go out hunting by myself now?
Hold on there, cowboy. You ain't ready for that yet. One step at a time.
Ah, please, Pa.
We'll go out again soon. Catch something nice for your ma to cook.
I reckon I could kill a bear, no problem.
I ain't gonna tell you again, Jack. You don't leave the farm without checking with me first, you hear?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
It's for your own safety. I mean, why do you want to leave by yourself?
Ask you something?
Of course.
Were you a murderer?
What?
That place where they held us. Ma shouted at a guard. one
You
time.
have no
He yelled that
idea.
You were a murderer.
Maybe. But I live my life believing there's a difference between killing and murdering.
How convenient for the people you've killed.
No.
Yeah.
And I guess I've been both. But that's how it goes. We all do what we have to survive. And sometimes it ain't pretty. And in the end, we pay the price for what we did.
Like those rustlers who attacked our cattle?
Exactly. Look, when I was a kid, things were different. Rules were different, but that's over now.
I mean, were things really that different? It was never okay to kill people.
All we did was kill a few wolves.
Well, I read a book about a father and son who robbed banks. One arm Willie, that was his name.
I'm happy with my 2 arms, if you don't mind.
Just imagine it, though. John and Jack Marston, those wanted men in the West.
And what about your mom?
Well, I mean, we still come home.
You live in a dream world. It ain't like they tell it in books. And it ain't no way to live life. It was ugly, and brutal.
All right, jeez. I was only joking around.
You'll
Yeah.
have a farm of your own. You can read and write. Don't waste your life, son. Don't live like I had to.
John really doesn't want his son to go through the same things he did. So at least, you know, he's aware. He's self-aware that the life he's led, it's not exactly ideal. I mean, I wanted to hear about his dad. I'll have to look that up. There was so much more to this game than I thought there was gonna be. Are you still following? Why are you so far behind?
There you go.
Just follow me properly, please.
Come on, we can't stop now.
Why are you all the way back there?
Whoa. Look out!
I can't fucking get him to like ride next to me. What if I just zigzag? Nope, he's still staying all the way back there. Alright, suit yourself. It's not really ideal for conversation, you know? Like, if you get ahead of him, he just waits. And he won't move until you're actually, like, way up front. You little piece of shit. The Marston. Why is this place called Beecher's Hope? Did we name it that? I wonder.
You're turned into a decent hunter, son. But try to stay out of trouble.
Give him a proper hug, you know, like a full 2 arms hug. Show him that you love him. And then maybe he won't hold it against you. And another Jack quest. Damn, Jack, you're getting all the quests. Leave some for your mama. Come back after 2 p.m. Okay. I guess I'll go and take a nap with Abigail. Abigail, I've got some time until 2 p.m. You want to mess around under the sheets? Hey, Uncle. Have you seen Abigail? I want to fool around. Where is Abigail? This is like a decently big house that they have. Oh damn, they even have a second story. And there's a chest here. What are you hiding in there, John? Oh, just some money. Well, I guess I'll just take a nap without my wife. It might be too late now. Oh, the sun's still up. Yo, Jack! I think it's too late now. After 2... It is after 2 p.m. This game is so specific about when it wants quests to happen. Like, just fast forward me to the time of the day it's supposed to be. You know, that would be much simpler. Now it's morning. Oh, I see the little X there. Good morning, little X. What do you want to show me today? Spare the love, spoil the child. Okay, that sounds a little bit ominous. Look at you living the perfect life, John.
John!
What is it, old man?
It's Jack. The kid.
Did he go hunting by himself?
Well, I just saw him out in the valley. Seems your tales of hunting got the better of him.
God
He said he was going
damn
up
it.
the pass, track down that grizzly that's been seen up there.
Kid can't hunt a grizzly. Thing will eat him alive.
I know. I tried to stop him.
But you're worthless as a lawyer at a lynching. Damn you, old man. This is my son. Anything happens to him, you wish it was you that bear attacked.
It's not that guy's fault. Don't blame him.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Let's go.
Is this how this game is going to end? Is John is going to give his life to save his son from a bear? Not exactly what I expected.
That's it. Good boy.
Damn this kid. I told him specifically not to go hunting by himself. Gonna have to give him a spanking for him to remember. I mean, considering you're shooting the grizzly bear with a gun, like, it doesn't really matter who is doing the hunting, really. Like, it's just a matter of being able to aim with your gun properly. It's not like you're fighting it in a test of strength, you know? But I guess the idea is, like, he's not a good enough shot to kill the bear before the bear kills him.
Where is he?
See, you should have left him to read these books instead of putting all this hunting business in his brain. Who was taking care of Rufus this whole time while we were gone?
Jack, where are you?
Is he at the bear's lair? If you find your dead son, I swear to God. Okay, there's the bear.
I'm hurt.
Jack, stay down.
Why the fuck did you come here?
Don't move. Keep your head down.
Gonna make sure. Okay, that did enough for you? Whew. You have to teach your son to do Deadeye.
What the hell were you thinking going off on your own? You're just a boy.
No, I'm not. I can skin an elk, break horses.
Come on, let's get you home.
You're not old enough. See what happened to you? Where's your horse? Did you come here on foot? You're all bloodied. Your mom's gonna be so angry.
You all right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're lucky to be alive, you stupid boy. What'd I tell you about going off by yourself?
I go off by myself plenty. You just don't know about it. You're never around.
So this is my fault?
I'm always
You
around.
disobeyed me.
I was trying to prove myself.
To who?
Prove what? By getting yourself killed?
You're always telling me I read too many books, that I'm not a real man.
I never said that.
I just thought if I could do something you'd like, maybe you wouldn't go away again.
Oh, God
Son,
damn it.
I ain't going anywhere. And believe me, neither are you for a real long time.
Your mom is gonna whoop your ass. Like, he's so scared that you're gonna go away again. It just happened the one time. Like, the one time I left for, like, 6 months,
What's
and
your
then I
mother
came
gonna
back.
say?
I'm sorry, Paul. Please don't be angry.
I ain't angry. I'm disappointed. Don't you ever run off on your own like that again.
All right. I told you I was sorry.
What would have happened if I hadn't come along?
I don't know. I'd probably be dead.
You'd be a pile of bones right now.
What would you care? I'm just a nuisance to you anyway.
Why would you say
That
that?
ain't true, Jack. I'd do anything for you. You know that.
I guess there's only room for one hero in this family.
Aw, come
Trust
on.
me, son. I ain't no hero. I'm just glad you're safe.
That's what fathers do. I'm here to protect you. This kid really doesn't think you love him, John. Maybe you should tell him more. can be easy being a father, especially in those times when like
Going after a grizzly? What were you thinking? You've only been hunting twice.
I'm not a little kid anymore. What were you doing at my age?
Bad things. Things nobody should do. But your ma and me, we didn't have what you have.
Yeah, I know. I should be grateful.
I'm not asking you to be grateful. I'm asking you to do what I say before you get yourself killed.
There's always one set of rules for you and another set for everybody else. You think I don't know what you did back in the old days? I'm not stupid.
You could have fooled me.
You think I didn't sit up and listen to Dutch and Bill telling all those stories? You think I don't know who you are?
It ain't no secret I didn't get these scars falling over in church.
But nobody tells me anything. You and Ma pretend like nothing happened.
We just want a better life for you, son. Now rest. We'll have you home soon.
I can kind of understand the issue between them, but like it's just you just need to keep talking about it. Eventually that stuff will resolve itself, but like he feels like you're hiding things from him. He feels like you're being a hypocrite because you did all these things and like you're not allowing him to be. But of course John is right in wanting that and like wanting to protect his kid from a bad life and from doing his mistakes. That's all parenthood really is, like trying to protect your kid from the mistakes you made, but it never really works like that. Like, even if your parents tell you not to do something, like you need to learn that lesson for yourself. You know, I have a very young brother, and when he was very young, when he was a baby, my dad wasn't really around. Not to get into like super personal stuff, but I was kind of like the main father figure in his life for a long time. And yeah, it's something you learn when you deal with children, is like you can tell them not to do something, but it's almost better to let them do it and then like they get hurt or they make a mistake and then they realize kind of like what they did was wrong. There's no better teacher than experience itself, you know? But you would rather they don't go through the pains that you did, of course. Like we want them to avoid going through these things. It's like telling your kid or your little brother or your little sister, like, oh, like wanting to protect them from heartbreak, you know, from their first big loss. But even if you try to prepare them whenever that thing happens, it's still going to break their heart and it's still going to like ruin them. And it's gonna be painful, but like everyone needs to go through this themselves. Everyone has got to learn from their own experience. But it ain't easy. And also, you know, my dad also would tell me things like, oh, when I was young, things were much like more difficult and like I went through some really hard shit. And like you should be grateful that you don't have to deal with that. But like as a kid, that doesn't make any sense to you. You're like, you know, you say that, but I've never known anything else than what I'm currently living through. So even if you tell me things could be way worse, I don't know, you know? Like you're the only one with that perspective and I don't get to share it just because you tell me. Like, oh, you're lucky you don't get beat up like my parents used to beat me up. It's like, well, that doesn't, I guess. But, and it's not easy having children.
I'm sorry I made you worry, Pa.
Don't be too eager to grow up, son. Ain't as much fun as it looks.
Yeah.
When you're ready to hunt bears, I'll take you.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it again. Damn, this game still is not over. Just here I thought it was gonna be like a 1 hour episode and I'm at 2 hours. We've got more missions. We've got to be pretty close to the end now. The last enemy that shall be destroyed. Again, that sounds very ominous.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Paul.
Need a hand with that?
I guess it's been a
No,
few
sir, I got
days
it.
or weeks.
Looks like you have. You know, you're real good with them tools.
Thank you, Paul.
You'll make this land real nice one day. Me and your mother will do our part. By the time your turn comes, hell, this could be the nicest farm in the county.
Maybe, Paul.
He's not very talkative, huh?
Just gotta learn to shoot straight or you'll get yourself eaten by some animal.
Very funny, Paul.
Thank you, son.
It's like the first time I've heard him say thank you for anything.
Soon it'll be quail season. We should have some fun then.
Is there anything you don't like shooting, Paul?
Good
Well, I haven't
question.
met the thing yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know. You can even put it in one of them books you read.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Today, John Marston stopped shooting.
Now, I ain't no literary man, but I don't think that'll sell. People like shooting in them things.
I think you may be right there, Paul.
The uncle in the back.
You ever hear talk about them machines that can make a man fly?
Well, sure, Paul.
Doing
Everybody
with your
knows about
telescope
that.
back there.
You know they're going to be bringing one of those machines around the country next year for a demonstration? One of them machines can turn men into angels.
One of them machines can turn men into angels.
How poetic.
Come here. John, come here, quick.
What is it now?
Take a look at that.
What, fire?
Jack, go into the house, lock all the doors. Whatever happens, don't come outside. You hear me? Whatever happens.
What's happening?
Okay.
What'd you
Come here,
see? Oh, Jesus, what is
Whatever
happening?
happens, keep the doors locked and your mother inside. Promise me, son. Promise me.
Who is it, Paul?
It's just some old friends. Me and Uncle take care of it. Now you go inside and you keep the doors and the windows locked.
I hear you.
Then run!
Yeah, run, boy.
Who is it? I didn't see anyone.
Well, old man, looks like things is about to get settled once and for all.
So it seems.
Come on!
With who?
Best get that gun ready, old man.
Whoa! What the hell? Who are they? Like, he looked through the thing and I didn't see anyone.
You to help me hold them off.
Who the hell are these people?
Come on, man!
Are they like Mexican soldiers? Whoa. I don't know, they look like soldiers. I don't know if we should be shooting them. I mean, clearly they're shooting at us. No, you don't. If this is the government, they're not gonna like me doing this. Oh, they're going for the house. What the fuck?
Come on. Can't stay out here.
Who the hell are these people?
Get in there.
What do they want with me?
What are we gonna do now?
What's wrong? What's happened?
Stay inside, you hear? Like I said, there'll be more coming.
You just let him go just like that?
What do they want?
I don't know, son. Whatever it is, it ends here.
Oh, look how many there are. They're gonna kill us, aren't they?
No, I ain't gonna let that happen.
You're not gonna tell me who they are? Defend from the army? What do you mean from the army?
You're gonna pay for this!
Oh, he's really dying.
Are you alright?
Son, get the fuck inside. You're gonna be dying next. Why would they come here so long after?
I won't let you take him again!
I thought it was gonna be like outlaws trying to get revenge. Why would it be the army?
It's me you want, not them!
Shit. Need to get cover.
Ain't no need bitches!
You lay a finger on my mother!
That's the right spirit, son, but still, you should get inside. I don't want you to die here. I can take care of it myself. Okay, there's one last.
Didn't go your way.
Uncle's gonna die.
Hang in there, Uncle! I'm gonna get you out of here safe!
Ain't time, John. I ain't gonna make it off this porch anyhow.
You don't know
Take
that.
Jack and Abby. Take them and don't worry about me.
I mean, go
Get
where?
out of here.
If it's the army, there's nowhere we can go.
Uncle, please! Oh my God! They killed him!
Come on, son! Ain't nothing we can do for him now!
Like, they just came here and started shooting
We're
for
leaving the
no
farm. I'll watch from the
reason.
silo. You two go to the barn, get the horses ready.
John,
I'll meet you there.
And you were so mean to him this whole time.
Oh, there's no escape!
Chris.
We'll make a run for the barn. Stay close and keep your eyes open.
Paul! Up on the hill!
God damn it!
Come on! You'll never take our home!
Not fair, Martin. I'm proud of you, Jack.
What did they want from us?
Keep your eyes open. You really want to die, kid? Don't move until I got you covered.
Like, if they just wanted to get... If they just changed their mind and, like, they just wanted to come arrest John, they could have just walked to the door and, like, knocked on the door and be like, hey, we're here to arrest you. And, like, he would have probably went with them. On foot or from the silo. Oh, even Abigail's
Come on,
shooting.
let's head for the barn. All right, you're covered. Now go, go. Now, quick, run for it.
Whoa! You guys got here very quickly. We might get to that 1,000 after all.
All right, you're covered. Now go.
Almost good. Where are you guys coming from?
Now, quick, run for it. Stay away from us.
Abigail.
Hey, come on. Now listen, Jack, darling, get on this horse. Get out of here. Go find a place to hide.
You're coming
Uh-oh.
with us, Paul.
I'll catch up. You keep riding and don't look back. And don't be worrying about me, you hear? Now get going.
You stay out of trouble,
Smells
John.
like sacrifice
Ain't
to
no
me.
trouble, Abigail. Ain't no trouble. I love you.
I love you.
Now go. Get.
You didn't tell your son. Oh, he knows he ain't joining them. Yeah. And why even bother at this point, right? Don't you think that's a little overkill, guys? Come on, I'm one dude. Why did you wait so long, though? That doesn't make any sense.
Did you hear that? Jack, we have to go back for Pa.
Let's go!
Go back? He said not to go back. Would you really disobey him just like that? The man, like, clearly wanted to sacrifice himself. I mean, at least they'd rather know that he's dead than go on not knowing. It's better to get confirmation, but still, like... I just don't get why they would do this so late after the fact. Like, right after they got Dutch, they could have just killed him right then and there. You guys left the dog behind? Wait, is he... Oh, there he is. I was gonna say he's gone. Now you get to see this, see? You should have kept riding. But also, John, if you'd ridden with them, you guys could have escaped maybe, like just go north to Canada or something. Go down to Mexico. You could have escaped. I guess he didn't want to because he doesn't feel like he deserves it. He doesn't feel like he deserves his redemption. He chose to stay behind and face the consequences, the Quincy's. Well, it's up to you now, Jack.
Bury me not on the lone prairie where the coyotes wail and the wind blows free. And when I die, don't bury me 'neath the western sky on the lone prairie.
Are they gonna show older Jack coming back to the It's not really a tombstone. The grave. Is that an older Jack? I guess it is. Aw, he came and buried Abigail right next to him. Always in our hearts.
I'm gonna get soaked.
Damn, he really ended up looking a lot like him. Damn. John Marston died in 1911, and then Abigail came and joined him in 1914. Wow, only 3 years later. And then Uncle, 1911. Impossible to forget. And I'm just playing Jack now? And like it's... Oh. And the rest of the game is open to you? Oh shit. So you just keep playing, except you're Jack now. But wait, is he like an outfit? No, you can even... You can use the other outfits and you're just gonna be Jack. Oh, wow. He let his hair grow out. He even has the same hat. Well, shit. Huh. House still looks the same. Well, let's go to Manzanita and see if we have a new newspaper. Maybe... But there was no like credits or no song that plays while you ride into the sunset or something like that. So are there just no credits in this game? Yeah, like I said, John, he could have run away with them, right? He could have just joined them on that horse and ridden off and go hide in Canada or go hide in Mexico or try and make a new life somewhere, but I guess they would have always been on the run. And he wanted them to have a life, so... I think it's more about him not wanting to run anymore and like acknowledging that after all he's done, you know, he probably doesn't deserve his redemption.
Easy now. Great.
So it would technically be like, is it 1914 now or is it later? Maybe he only came to see the grave, but like he had buried her a while ago, so now it's like what, 1920 or something? Well, good thing my dad left me all these houses he bought all across the land. Can I not use the house? It's my house. There we go. But like if we were in 1920 or something when Jack is older, he wouldn't still be dressing in this like outlaw cowboy style. I mean, obviously he is because it's to show us that he grew up to be just like his dad, but you know. Where's the damn newspaper salesman? There you go, that's more like it. Wow, look at that. Nice shoes, nice gloves. Cleaned up nicely. Doesn't have his father's hat anymore, but that's fine. You know, be your own man, Jack. Oh? There's a new quest here. Are these quests like meant to be post-ending?
I don't like his new sermons one bit.
Or is it
Excuse
Jack?
me, miss. Is something wrong?
No, it's Jack.
Does it look like something's wrong?
Yeah.
Well, you looked kind of upset about something.
Perhaps you don't understand what it's like to be disgraced as a woman. To have people gossip about you and turn from you in disgust day after day.
People can be real unkind. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm Clara. I used to be a nanny for a family here in Blackwater. The father, he was always so charming. And I, fool that I was, fell for him. Mrs. Thornton, his wife, kicked me out on the street as soon as I started showing.
Name sounds familiar.
Mr. Thornton turned to drink. Not even a farewell. Or $1. I have nothing. They will surely take my baby from me. Perhaps you could find the dissolute bastard. Get even a few dollars for me and my baby to find a home. I would be so grateful, sir.
I'll see what I can do.
So, could you potentially get this quest as John and then it's just join John's voice actor? Or is this a quest meant for Jack? Are there others? Remember my family. And this seems to be the only one that I'm seeing. So maybe these two specific quests are just for Jack. Alright, I guess I'm curious. Do they just not sell newspaper anymore? I guess they just don't. So we're looking for this guy. In the saloon, of course.
You're having better luck than me.
Excuse me. Do you know of a girl named Clara?
What's that? Is she one of the waitresses around here?
No. She was a servant at your house.
The only servant we had was that wee darky girl, Sarah. And she left to join our people up north.
No. This girl raised your children. And you and her had an intimacy of sorts.
Now look here, laddie. I'm not sure what you're accusing me of. I'm just here to enjoy the tables.
Well, you're not even at a table.
Aspersions against my character.
I understand if you want to keep this quiet. So just give me a few dollars so she can set up a modest household for her and the child.
You out of your mind, laddie, or are you just a common criminal? A nerve, are you? You think you can blackmail me and insult me over this piffle? You, outside, no.
What, you want a duel? Suit yourself? I don't think they do duels anymore though. So whoever wins will get arrested. But then I won't have enough. I won't have any money for the girl. Harold Thornton. The tutorial. I know how to duel. Got my nice little gloves. And you're done. But now I'm gonna get arrested. You duel the Herald and won't check his body for any money. Alright, I guess I could steal his money and give it to her.
What have you got for me?
It's been years and they still don't have any decent police in this city. Because no one's arresting me for what I just did. Kill the man out on the street.
Come on, fast!
Maybe this girl becomes your wife, Jack. Is that the idea?
It's me, Clara.
Hello.
Howdy, miss.
Hello, mister.
Howdy,
Got you
miss.
some money.
Oh,
It really sounds
you're
like he's
very
trying to
kind,
sound older, though.
kind.
Like they kept the same actor, but
And
he's
how's
just, yes,
Harold?
I'm an adult
How's my
now.
Harold?
Well, it didn't go so well. I'm afraid he's dead.
Dead?
It's gonna be like, what the hell? You killed him?
Unfortunately so.
I must go to his grave.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know where that is.
Oh, he'll be buried in the cemetery in the family plot. Now hurry, I can make it to his funeral.
Okay, this has to be like... This has to be a quest that John could have had. I don't think it's a Jack-specific quest, because, like, it doesn't really have anything to do with Jack. So they just make it so, like, if you have any leftover quests, you get to complete them with Jack also. How odd. How interesting. Remember my family? This one kind of sounds like it could be Jack specific. Jack specific.
You need help? Hello, sir. You work with the government? You one of them agents?
Sure, son. Why you ask?
Did you work with a man named Edgar Ross? I have something for him.
Okay, this one seems specific to you.
No, but well knew of him. A fine man if he wanted results. Won himself a chest full of medals. I think he went and retired about a year ago.
Did he?
Last I heard, him and his wife moved out to a cabin on Lake Don Julio. Lucky guy, getting to take it easy. He's fighting crime in this dump, that's for sure.
Well, thank you for the information, mister.
He's probably thinking, maybe I shouldn't have told you that. Find her wife. All the way there. Like, it looks just enough like him where you can tell it's his son, but just different enough. Alright, so the wife is here, huh? Jack, are you gonna try and get revenge on Ross? Really? After all this time? It's a little late for that.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello, young man.
Hi.
What are you doing out here? Are you out visiting the lake with your family?
No, ma'am. I was looking to deliver a letter to Edgar Ross.
That husband of mine. That bureau just won't get its talons out of him, even though he's retired. Edgar gave them some of the best years of his life. They ought to let him retire in peace.
It's not from the bureau.
Till they've killed him with worry, and he's such a sensitive man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get so angry. I don't suppose any of this is your fault.
No, ma'am.
There's no need to worry about him nowadays.
Well, where is he?
He and his brother Philip went hunting on the south side of the San Luis River.
Oh, he's dead,
Be
right?
careful crossing over. They were saying it was dangerous.
I sure will, ma'am. And don't worry about a thing. I'm sure your husband will be just fine.
After I take care of him myself. The Russ brothers. Rio del Toro. I thought maybe she was gonna say, oh, he died, like, you won't get to talk to him. I only way too late realized that you can travel to your waypoint directly and you don't have to travel to like a place close to it. Would have saved me some time along the way, but oh well. Mr. Ross. Kind of wish it wasn't nighttime. Oh well.
Hey there, mister. How's the hunting?
Oh, pretty good, son. Got me a few rabbits, coyote, elk. Still looking for some trophies for the parlor.
I've got a letter here for Edgar Ross. You know him? I heard he was down in these parts from his wife.
Of course I know him. He's my brother. Gone down river, duck hunt. Must be a pretty important letter to have come all this way.
Oh, yes, sir. Real important. I'll be on my way home as soon as I deliver this message.
You best be off then. Just don't get on his bad side. He's got a filthy temper.
Edgar won't be back here for a while.
I don't want it to be nighttime though, so I'm gonna set up camp. There we go. It's a beautiful morning to get revenge for my family. Like, even if you want to take revenge, it's a bit late, right? Like, the man is old, he's retired. What are you really taking away from him at this point? Just the fact that you're killing ducks is enough for me to want to kill you. Mr.
Excuse
Ross.
me. You Edgar Ross?
Do I know you?
He's gonna be like, you look so
Forgive me
familiar.
for startling you, sir. I have a message for you. My name is Jack Marston. You knew my father.
I see. I remember your father.
I've come for you, Ross.
Really, Jack?
And you, boy, have sure as shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed him. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well.
Okay.
I ain't going nowhere, old man.
You're not making a great case for yourself here, Ross. Look at you with your little belt like you're an outlaw yourself. Really? He's the final boss. Little duel to end the game. Alright, sure. Like, would he even be carrying a gun like this at this point? Like, it would be kind of late, like 1920. Well, you're done, son. And one in the balls just for good measure. This one's for you, Pa. And for all of you ducks out here. And all the ones you've lost. Will this bring you peace, son? You feel better now? Oh, there's the... Okay. Guess there's the credits. Ah. Well, I'm glad I kept looking around. I might have, like, skipped this final mission. I didn't know there was one. Well, shit. I guess it did go one of the potential ways I saw this story going, where, of course, John has to die at the end, right, for everything he's done, but I didn't think it was going to be the government doing it, and that bit still doesn't really make any sense to me, if I'm being honest. Like, if they wanted to kill him for all the things he'd done, why not just do it right after he got Dutch for them? Why give him this, like, whatever, how long he was, 6 months, a year? I don't know how long he was back at his ranch before they attacked. And, like, if they came for him, why not just, you know, send someone at his front door, knock on the door, be like, man, we're here to arrest you for all the things you've done. Like, he just saw them coming from afar, and, like, they sent so many soldiers. I mean, we, as the player, we know John can kill a bunch of people, but, like, in the canon of the game, he's still just one man, right? Like, they'd probably send maybe a handful of people. Plus, he'd been living peacefully for like a year. Like, all his neighbors would be like, oh yeah, John Marston, you know, he's just tending to his horses and his cows and his corn, and he's not causing any trouble. So that bit doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, it makes for a more, you know, bittersweet ending, because you get to see him kind of like talking to his family and like trying to reconnect with his son and teaching him things, and like, I get what the game is trying to say. It's very transparent, and it has been pretty much for the entire game. You can't leave that life behind. You can't leave that damn life behind. It's always gonna get you. And like, I get that, and I think it works in parts. And I've enjoyed the story overall. Like, now that I've seen everything, I can say, you know, it was fine. But I don't think it's really saying what it wants to say. And like, I have some issues with the narrative structure. Like, my main issue with this game is, like, there's two things. First of all, a lot of it is focused on the past, like I've mentioned before. Like, John keeps referencing his past in the gang. and like all the things he'd done before, but there's no flashback in this game. Like, and clearly they made a conscious decision not to include any, because it would have been very easy to do so, and very cinematic even if they wanted. They chose not to show it, I guess because they wanted to focus on the aftermath, like the life after. But it does make it so you have no connection to these people at all. And like in a revenge story, like say like a Kill Bill or something like that, you know, they make a real effort to show you all the people, like the targets you're going after and all the bad things they've done to you. And they didn't do this at all in this game. Like they keep saying that they left him for dead, and you get 2 conversations with Bill in the whole game, just 2. And then 1 conversation with Javier, and then like I think 3 conversations with Dutch, and that's it. And then you kill them. So I can't say I really felt any, you know, you don't have this very strong vendetta of like, oh, I really want to get these guys. Like maybe that is intentional because they want you to feel like John, where like he also doesn't really want to go after them, it seems. Like he's doing it kind of against his will. But that's my other main issue with the story in this game, is like John has no agency in this story at all. Like if you're trying to tell this story about he's trying to leave the life behind, but like he just can't do it, it's like, well, none of this was really his choice. Living the life of an outlaw was his choice, but then when he decided to leave it, the government kidnapped his family, forced him to go on this quest, and so that wasn't his decision. Like he didn't make this choice, he basically had none. So you're like playing this entire game going on this quest against your will, of which you have no real attachment or like strong emotional connection with, because you're not John, you haven't gone through all these adventures with these people, so you don't know them personally. The game doesn't really tell you that much about them either. There's a big chunk of the game that isn't even about them, like all the whole bit in Mexico. It was a bit of a drag because it's so disconnected from John's own story. I guess they felt the need to include it because it's the kind of stuff you see all the time in old westerns, so they felt the need to include it, and like they didn't really know how to. But like Javier could have been the guy you're pursuing, but you don't see him until the very end. So I don't know. I think the game would have been a bit better if they tried to build this relationship between you and the gang a bit more. Like they were more, like if they were more present in the game instead of like just these handful of encounters, and like the rest of the game is just about other people, like just showing you all these different caricatures. Like the whole game, and from what I've read in comments, this is just kind of like the standard Rockstar structure of like, it's kind of disconnected. You know, you go there, you meet this person, you go on this side quest, and then it's over. You go to this place, meet this other person, go on this side quest. But yeah, it does feel very disjointed. And like while they're entertaining, I guess, you know, like the Nigel and the Irish and all these people, they're like these caricatures of characters from the Old West, but they don't matter to John's story. You know, his story is about Bill and Dutch and Javier and his wife. And these people really take a backseat to kind of like what constitutes the meat of this game. And then, you know, in the end, the consequences of his life caught up with him in a very strange kind of delayed way. But, you know, if John had had more agency, if, say, because, you know, Dutch and the government agents and all these people, they were always trying to push him and tell him, you're trying to leave this life behind, but you can't do it, John. It's part of who you are. But, like, he did want to leave it behind. And if they had given him the option, he totally would have. You know? Like, I think that theme would have maybe resonated a bit more if he really could not leave this life behind. You know, if he tried to go back to his family once this was all over, but then he gets bored. You know, he's like, I need to keep going out, and like, I want to keep being an outlaw, and I want to keep going on these adventures, and like, I just can't stop myself. Like, this violent life is part of me. I thought maybe that's where they were going with it, but that's not what happens. Like, he was content being a rancher, so like, all the things these people told him about, like, you can't leave it behind, ultimately wasn't true. He did change, he did move on. It's just that the world was like, remember all this shit you did? Well, now you have to pay the price, and like, that's fair. It's a reasonable ending for him considering everything he'd done, you know? John Marston Jr.? Did he change his name? Spider Madison? Excuse me. Is there someone called Spider? Really? Whole bunch of people. I mean, it's certainly a more fitting end than if he just got to live his life with his family, because, like, arguably he doesn't really deserve it. And I say that without even having seen what he had done with the rest of the gang, but just based on what he's done in this game, where, like, we killed like 1,000 people, that's already enough where you shouldn't get to live your life peacefully at home. But anyways, I know I sound like negative and like I'm criticizing the story. I did enjoy it overall. I just think maybe like some aspects could have been a little bit better, but I think it is still strong overall. It's just like I did enjoy it overall, but a lot of it just felt like I was kind of spinning my wheels about stuff that didn't really matter, you know? If there had been more of a focus on John and his gang and his family, I think it would have been stronger, instead of sending you on all these wild, unrelated chases and stories. But gameplay wise, you know, it was a little bit janky. It's a bit of an older game, and like I'm sure the prequel improves on a lot of the gameplay aspects of the game, and I will eventually play that, I'm sure. But I still had fun with it, and it got me to learn a bit more about American history and like the Old West, and so that was fun. It's definitely been one of the least popular playthroughs on the channel, which is a little bit unfortunate, and like I try not to let that kind of taint my opinion of the games themselves. Like, just because no one watched it, that doesn't mean the game isn't good. It does kind of bum me out when I upload and I know that not that many people are going to be watching, but I know the prequel is much, much more popular than this one, but I just could not jump into Red Dead Redemption 2 without first playing the first game. That's how I roll. And now we have, so... Oh. Nurture or nature? Well, that's gonna be the end. I wonder if we loot him, what's on him. What have you got on you? $400? God damn, Ross. Was that your retirement fund? Let's just set up camp just like Dad used to do. Well, Dad's going to bring our Red Dead Redemption playthrough to a close. While it wasn't that popular, there is quite a few of you who've been following along, so I want to say a big thank you. I hope you enjoyed the journey. I hope you didn't mind my complaining about the violence and the killings and the story. As you know, I like to be critical of the stuff I play and kind of like analyze it and discuss it, and that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. It's just I need to be honest about my opinions. So I do want to eventually play Red Dead Redemption 2. Of course, we're currently playing Cyberpunk, which is another very long game, so it's not going to be anytime soon, but sometime in the future we'll probably jump into the prequel, see what happened with Dutch's gang, see how Arthur Morgan fits in all this, because he was not mentioned in this game at all, so I don't really know. But we've yeed our last half for the time being, so until next time I want to say thank you for joining me. I had fun playing this, hope you had fun watching it, and I will see you in the next video. Howdy, y'all.